Hey my friend, this is Gavin Mountford here and welcome to episode number 22 of the Networking Superstars show. I'll be your host, Gavin Mountford, and in today's episode I'm going to share with you 3 simple ways to build your network marketing business using Facebook. Because Facebook is the biggest social platform out there, over 1.2 billion users. All of your prospects, all of your customers, all of your clients are on Facebook. And the big challenge is that many people use Facebook the wrong way. Many people try to automate the whole process, and it's called social media for a reason. Social media is where you become social. Now, using many of my strategies, I use a high-touch method and a high-tech method. I call it high-tech and high-touch. High-tech is leveraging technology to work for you, creating systems and automation so it can leverage your time. It can pre-qualify your leads, so you only need to speak to people that have taken the time to go through some of your your processes. And then the high-touch method, which is normally one-to-one, where it's a personal relationship, just like network marketing is offline, but it means that you get to connect with that person on a real basis. And that's the thing that's missing mostly for many people. Now, Facebook is the most underutilized platform, but the most powerful platform for building a network marketing business, because you can leverage the high-tech approach, which is the technology, and you can leverage the high-touch approach very well. You can also merge the two together, and I'm going to share with you my synergy process. I call it the APG strategy. Essentially, I'm going to share that with you very soon. Let's go through and let me just explain a couple of things. There's 3 areas that I want to talk about today. 3 simple areas. Number 1 is Facebook ads. Now, most people struggle with Facebook ads. Most people have no clue how to use Facebook ads the right way, and often most people just neglect it. So you may have seen other people using adverts on Facebook. You may have tried to get an advert approved, and probably your ads account got closed down, or your advert got banned or disapproved, like many people, and you gave up. However, there's a very special process that you can use, a very easy process to use, where you can automate that part of the process. So you can automate more fans on your fan page, which then drives your business ultimately. So strategy number 1 is to use Facebook ads. And again, I'm going to show you how to combine all this together very shortly. The second method, or the second strategy, is to leverage your fan page. And the third strategy is to leverage a Facebook group. Now, many people ask me, what's the difference between a fan page and what's the difference between a group, and how do you actually do both? And what I would say is, with a fan page is incredibly high leverage in the future. It's harder to get started. So if you want to set up a fan page, you're probably going to find that you don't get any engagement, you don't get any comments, you don't get any likes, you don't get any shares. Basically, nobody sees your content, and you're posting content once a day maybe, and nobody's seeing it. You're not getting any interaction. It's like, well, what's the point of doing that? I might as well just post on my profile. Well, actually, Facebook doesn't want you to post on the profile. It doesn't want you to post on your regular profile. When you first get started, it's a great way to get started, and I'm going to be sharing a couple of strategies that you can use over the coming days and weeks. But a fan page gives you massive leverage to build a huge community. And a fan page, essentially, I treat it like a blog. Except for it's not just a blog, it's kind of like, the news that's on the TV or on your iPhone. If you ever, maybe you've got a news app that you keep track of what's going on in the world, and there's always new stuff coming out in the news, isn't there? There's new breaking stories. Well, a fan page is no different. A fan page, in the big scheme of things, is how a company or a brand communicates with their tribe or their audience. And there's a piece of breaking news, so it goes on the fan page. There's a new update, it goes on the fan page. There's a tip, it goes on the fan page. There's a viral video, it goes on the fan page. There's a piece of inspiration, it goes on the fan page. And the best way that you can use your fan page is to inspire and motivate and encourage your audience so they come back to your page time and time and time and time again. Now, the challenge with a fan page is that Facebook changed the algorithm like they often do, because if you think about it, how many fan pages do you actually like, and how many fan pages do you actually see the updates from? Now, you probably, if you're anything like me, you probably like hundreds of fan pages because your friend said, oh, could you go and like my gardening page, or could you like my dog walking page? And you're like, yeah, definitely, I'll give you a like, and you go and like it. But Facebook realized that actually most of the fans on fan pages aren't actually interested in the content, therefore they don't show the content. They only show your fans the content, or your content, if your fans are engaged with that content. And there's a special option, or there's a special button on Facebook pages now where somebody likes your page. They then need to make sure they're following the page, and they also need to make sure they select the notification options, so your audience then sees your content and your posts at the top of their newsfeed on Facebook. So every time they log in, they'll see your post as long as you're updating regularly. Now, with a fan page, you want to be posting more than you think you do. You want to be posting between 4 to 8 times per day, once every hour to every 2 hours. A new piece of content, a new piece of content, a new piece of content. And again, it can be a photo, it can be an image, it can be a quote, it can be a tip, it can be a viral video, it can be a question, but you're posting on a regular basis. And many people don't have that much time, they're not at their computer all day, and the great thing with the fan page is you can automate the process, you can schedule your content in advance. And one major thing to be aware of is your fan page is, I call it, communicating one person to many people. One to many, just like a webinar is one to many, just like an email list is one to many. You're communicating, just you're leveraging your time, and you're sending out one message to potentially thousands and thousands and thousands of people. So you're actually communicating one to many. And when people comment on your page and they share it and they like it, you can engage and comment back on some of their content. But this is huge leverage. Although, as I said, the big challenge is how you actually grow your page from scratch, because when you don't have an audience, it's hard to do so, and that's where Facebook ads come in, as I'll share with you shortly. Now, the third method is Facebook groups, and I have leveraged Facebook groups for years. I've built not huge communities, but active and engaged communities. I've sponsored almost 1,000 people using the internet in the years that I've been online, and Facebook groups have played a massive role in it. In fact, right now I'm doing a challenge to get your first 7 leads using Facebook, and essentially it's using Facebook groups as one of those strategies. Now, a group differs from a fan page in the fact that you can kind of call it a bit like a walled garden in a way. It's just a self-contained group that's specifically focused on a topic, and it attracts people that are interested in that topic. So it might be network marketers who live in the UK, or it might be network marketers who live in the US, or it might be network marketers in general, or it might be internet marketers, or it might be people who are interested in list building, or it might be people who are interested in detoxing their body, or diet and fitness, or health and fitness, or a 30-day exercise plan. So a group is specifically focused on a specific topic usually, and a core group of people come into that group to find out how they can learn that specific topic. You can either have a private group, you can have a secret group, or you can have an open group. But again, it's kind of still like a walled garden. Now, I personally have noticed that Facebook groups are easier to build to start with. So when you first get started, I would always recommend join a Facebook group or set up a Facebook group, because what happens when a member joins the group, they instantly see notifications every time you post in that group. They instantly see notifications, so they'll get a notification that Gavin Mountford just posted in the Networking Superstars group. However, if they don't engage, if they don't comment, and if they don't engage in that group for the next month, they're not going to see any notifications. And again, you just got to look at that as an example for yourself. How many groups are you in, and how many notifications do you actually see yourself in groups? Probably you only see the notifications in the groups that you take part in, that you're actively engaged in. Therefore, if you want to see content in a certain group, you've got to be engaging. Otherwise, you're going to think that that group it's closed. You're going to think that, oh, what happened to Gavin Mountford? He used to post in that group loads. Well, actually, it's not that I'm not posting in the group, it's that you're not engaging in the group. And that's a big challenge. I've got a very, very, very special strategy, and I'm teaching part of it over on the networkingsuperstars.com blog, where once people join the group, there is I use kind of a personal connection process. I actually use my 6-step sponsoring sequence, and part of the steps is create, capture, connect, comment, communicate, and close. So actually take people through a process. When they join your group, I approve them in the group, and then there's 6 questions that I'll ask them. And again, if you go to networkingsuperstars.com, you'll find the podcast. I think it was podcast 18 that I did recently for the Networking Superstars show, where I actually go into detail about those 6 questions. And I use the high touch method, where I actually build that relationship, take people through a process, ultimately to screen them to make sure I'm speaking to the right people. Then I close them and I sign them up into a network marketing business. And that's what you can do as well. So you've got 3 things. You've got Facebook ads, you've got Facebook fan pages, and you've got Facebook groups. Now, let me just explain the first thing I would say is, when you want to get started, start with a Facebook group. A Facebook group is the quickest and the easiest way to get started. It'll give you the fastest results. However, it's more of a short-term, close-knit strategy where you're building a tribe or a community of people. If you want longer-term strategy, then a Facebook fan page is the most powerful for that. And I have my APG strategy. And essentially, this is slightly more advanced for people that have maybe got an established group, or have got an established fan page, or have used Facebook ads. But I use this strategy to part automate and part personalized. So again, the high tech and the high touch process. And it works well for generating a new audience, giving me people like prospects I can then follow up with, and helping me get my message out to more people. So what I do is, for my fan page, I use Facebook ads, and I run a likes campaign. So if you've ever used Facebook ads before, you can run a campaign that's specifically targeted towards getting more likes on your fan page. And you can run it $10 a day, $5 a day, $20 a day, $50 a day, whatever you want to do, and you just increase your likes gradually. So 5 a day, 5 a day, you get 5 new likes, 5 new likes, or 10 new likes, or 15 new likes, or 20 new likes, and gradually over time, at the end of the month, you've got 200 to 300 more likes, you've got more engaged people. So using Facebook ads is the A part of the APG strategy. But using a likes campaign, so you're putting out like a banner, people are clicking like the page because they like what you're talking about, they like what you're teaching, and they come and like your page. And as long as you're posting regular content on that page, let's say 4 to 8 times a day, I normally use an 80-20 rule, so 80% value, 20% promotion. 80% value, 20% promotion. So 80% of the time I'm teaching, I'm training, I'm inspiring, I'm motivating, and 20% of the time I'm promoting. So you promote maybe an application process if you've got 5 spaces to join your network marketing business for this month, or if you're selling a product or service, maybe you're selling an affiliate product, maybe you've got your own product. Maybe you want to throw in your network marketing business in there, or maybe it's coaching, but you can promote something. Or maybe you're promoting your Facebook group, or maybe you're promoting your capture page. But 20% of the time, so if you did 10 posts, 2 of those posts could be promotion, essentially. And this is how I use my fan page, or page. So the A, the P is the page, and the G is the group. So with the fan page, and you'll probably want to come back and listen to this podcast again, with the fan page, you're communicating one to many. So you're posting every day, 4 to 8 times a day on the page. You're communicating to many different people. You're replying to comments on the posts, which many people are seeing. What you can then do is, if you've got your group set up, you can, in your 20% promotion, because you do 80% value, 20% promotion, you can promote your group. And I would say something like, hey, I've just posted an awesome training about, and I'm doing this for somebody at the moment I'm helping them because they've just got a lot of followers on Instagram. So it'd be something like, hey, I've just created this awesome post in my private Instagram members only community where I show you exactly how I just got 3,000 brand new followers on Instagram in the last 30 days. If you'd like to know more, either comment here and I'll send you the link, or if you wanted to do it a different way, you could say click this link and go and join the group. So what you're doing is you're displaying your like ad to everybody on Facebook. So if your target market was network marketers, you're putting an advert in front of network marketers. The ones who would like to see that content are liking your page. Then you're posting content on a regular basis, which brings more people into your fan page. And then you can leverage your fan page to promote anything, well, say anything you want within reason and within Facebook's terms and conditions. You can promote your Facebook group. You can promote your capture page. So you're actually building your list that way as well. And this works very, very, very well. This is the right way to leverage Facebook ultimately, because there's three places. There's Facebook ads, there's your fan page, and there's your group. And how do you combine it all together? Well, that is exactly how you do it. And over the coming weeks and months, we'll be diving more into detail. If this seems like there's a lot of stuff to take in, there is. And I'm sharing this with you to show you what is possible. However, I would recommend right now, if you're just getting started, focus on a group, set up your Facebook group, build a little group and a community and active members around that group, and leverage the 6 questions that I shared in Networking Superstars show, episode number 18, I think it was. Let me just double check that. I did make a note of it somewhere. I don't know where that was. Yes, 18 it was, episode number 18, which you can find on the networkingsuperstars.com blog. Start with your group and then transition to a fan page. So you're taking the people from the fan page to the group, and you're running ads to increase your audience, because you're going to run out of people at some point and you're going to need to bring new people into the process. Well, the new people come from Facebook ads. The new people go to your fan page. The people on your fan page go to your group. You're communicating one-to-many on your fan page. You communicate one-to-one in your group, because you personally follow up with people. You personally connect with people. You personally make friends with people. And those people ultimately become your customers and your teammates. Okay, so I hope this has been of benefit to you. This is incredibly powerful. Make sure you implement it. Be sure to re-listen to this again, and make sure you come along to these strategy calls and live Networking Superstars show every day at the same time, where I'm going to teach you a new tip, technique, or strategy. All right, thanks again. Take care, and bye-bye.